Navbar project. This is the Navbar that we will build right here. As you can see from here, we got the toggle button. So here, let's go and build it. The first thing we will add here is the HTML. So here we can type HTML5, and then we need to connect between this one and the CSS. Okay, and then right here, let's add some HTML code. The first thing we will add here is the nav tag, or the nav element. And then inside it, the first thing we will add here is a header. So we can add here a div with nav header. And then inside it here, we will add the image, which is for the logo, this logo. So let's add here, image with a source of, I don't think I get it from the demo version, we can just get it from here. Copy, okay, go back to here and paste it inside. Okay, good. 5 dot in this one, yes. Let's get it here. Okay, let's go and see what we have on this page. The icon is very big, we can make it to height. Let's try the 40 or 40 pixels, it's okay. Save, reload the page. Okay, it's good here. After the header right here, let's add the button that will toggle when I click on it. We can add a button and give it a class of nav toggle. And inside here, we will get the font awesome. If you don't have experience with font awesome, it's okay. You don't need to understand it. We will get it from here. Okay. This link, you can find it in the source code. This one. Copy it. Font awesome is a great library that we can get some icons from it. And here, we will make icon with class FAS and FA parse. Let's see what we have here again. Okay, we got it here. And also we added some CSS. The CSS that we don't need to add together, I've added it. But there's some CSS that we need to add together to understand the basic of the Navbar. Right here. Yes, from there. Let's get the HTML. The first thing we will add here is some list items to this nav. So here, after the button, we can add UL and give it a class of links. Okay, and after this one, we can make LI. And inside this LI, we can make A with href to nothing. And inside here, we can just type home. So let's see what we have here. Okay, here we got the home. And then we can add another one for the about contact us and something like hire us. Here to be for about, this to be for contact us, and the last one for hire us. Let's see what we have on this screen. Okay, we got this. Now let's go to the CSS that we need to add together. From here, what we will do here is to add some CSS code. So let's start with adding the links class, which is this one right here, this UL links. Okay, the first thing we can add here, let's style to be none, so we can remove this this dot here. Okay, it works. And then we will make something here. We will make height of 0 because it's the beginning of the Navbar. When it's closed or collapsed, we don't need this, so we will set its height to 0. Height to 0. Okay, but it's still there, right? Because it has overflow of auto. So to solve this problem, we need to make it with overflow to hidden. Overflow to hidden. So now it's hidden. Right, it's okay. And then we will add the class of the active nav. The class that will be added in case if we click on this button. So this class will be named as active nav. Open the bracket, and here we will give a height for the navbar when it's uncollapsed. We will give the height of 8 rem. Okay, so now it's all good. And now let's go here. This is the time to add some script to make it work. We can add some space right here. Script. Inside this script here, we need to think about what's going on here. Here, there's a button that I want to click, and when the button is clicked, I want the navbar to be having the appearance in the page, right? So we need to give a constant, one for the button and one for the links, and we will add an event listener. When I click on this button, I want to add or remove, which is toggling the class of the active nav. And here now, the purpose of this navbar is to learn about the toggle. Okay, so here, let's make a constant. The first one will be for the button and the second one will be for the list. We can make a const of the button equal to document dot query selector, and this one will be for the nav toggle, which is the button, and the second one will be for const of, let's make it list equal to document dot query selector, which is equal to the class of links. Okay, and now we need to make 4 add event listeners. So when I click on this button, I want something to happen, right? So let's make here a button with add event listener. The event is click, and I want a function. Open the bracket. So here, the first thing I want to talk about is how we can find the class list that is added to the one that I need. We can make here console log. I'm sure we learned that before. Now, the first thing we can type here is the list, and then the class list. It will list all the classes that inside this list, which is this one. So let's reload the page, go to the console, click on this button. So here we got the links. Okay, so this is the 0 and length is 1. Let's try to add some classes right here, like U1. Reload the page, click on it. So here we got the links and U1. This can be used for adding classes, removing classes, and even toggling. And the purpose of this one is to know how we can toggle also. So here, when I click again, we got only the links. Okay, so now there's a code that checks whether this class is there or not. We can go here and make console log, and then here we can make list dot class list. Do you think we need if condition right here? No, we don't need. There's a property in the JavaScript that's called contains. So here, contains, and then inside here, and then right here, you are checking whether it has the class of random or not. This is what the code means. If it contains random, we can reload the page from here, click here. So here it gives you false. That means there's no class of random. If I try to copy this one, put it here, and make it something like the links. Reload the page, click here. So here we got true, which means it's there. Okay, and now there's something right here we need to know. What is toggling, what is adding, what's removing right here. Let's give an example. We can give here list dot it was what? Class list, yes. Class list dot. We can move here add, as you can see from here, add and remove and toggle. Let's try now to add, okay? And then after this part, we will give it, we don't need to give here a dot because it's already adding a class. We cannot add an ID from here, we can just add classes. Here, we will add active nav. So let's check it out. Okay, so here we got it. But when I click back here again, it doesn't go up because it's add, but we don't have the remove, right? So we can make something here. We can make here an if condition. So let's delete this one and make if condition. And here the if list dot class list. If it contains the class of the links, the class of the active nav, so I want to delete it, we can make list dot class list dot remove the active nav. Let's reload the page. So it doesn't have yet, right? But else here I wanna add it, so we can copy this one instead of typing it again, add. Okay, so let's check out what we did right here. So now we got it, and now it's deleted again and again and again. But do I need to type all of that every time I make an navbar or modal or even an off canvas? No, of course not. There is something that is called toggle. What does toggle means? Toggle means if we have the class, I will remove it. But if you don't have the class, I'll give it to you. And here, let's try for the toggling. List.class list. And instead of typing here add or remove, we will type toggle. And I want to toggle the class of the active nav. Okay, let's try it. Okay, it's working good, right? I believe we're done with this part, so we can just comment it. Okay, reload the page, click here, it's working. Yeah, that's what the toggling means. If the list has the class of the active, I will remove it. But if it doesn't have, I will give it. And here, but there's something here different that I wanted something like the animation. The height will go from here to here with some time, right? What we can just do here is a part in the CSS, which is transition all. Let's make it to 1 second to see what's going on here. Okay, it's working good. We can just make it to 0.1 seconds. I think that's enough. Okay, yes, that's enough. And we can increase some height from here to 9 rem. Okay, so this is working good and we got no problem with that. And this is the navbar. We don't focus on the responsive design because this course doesn't focus on the CSS as much as the JavaScript. And this is the navbar project.